Hello, welcome to Stay Stitching. My name is Carla and I'm glad you're here. Thank you so much to all of the new subscribers. It's an interestingly thrilling and humbling experience that anyone would want to watch me natter on about sewing, especially since I'm not an expert. But what's happening is that the YouTube sewing community is acting exactly as I would expect them to, and that is so lovingly and gracefully and in such a supportive manner, and I'm really loving doing this so far. What am I wearing to run errands today? A $5 t-shirt from Target or Walmart or someplace. I've got on a little thin belt, and then I don't know if you can see this. My skirt is made out of this fabric here, and it is pattern 1200 from Simplicity, and it's view D here. Let me put on my very masculine readers. These are my husband's, I just grabbed them. Oh, view A. See, aren't you glad I put on the readers? View A. This skirt is a fabric hog. View A takes 4 yards. It doesn't matter if it's 45 or 60 inch, it takes 4 yards, but I love it. I love the high waistband detail there. And when I first made this skirt, I put beautiful vintage buttons right there that were, I should have gotten them to show you because I still have them. Like little flowers, dozens of little flowers all like stuck on the button. Gorgeous. But like today, I have my t-shirt untucked and a thin belt around, and I find that I do that a lot, wear an untucked shirt, you know, especially if my stomach is kind of poochy or whatever. And so I thought, there's no way I'm going to hide these exquisite vintage buttons. They need to be like right here, you know, like on a collar or something where they could be seen, or right here, you know, where they can be seen. So hopefully you'll see those show up sometime. But I really do like that skirt, and I actually have some fabric picked out right now to do view B, which is the same skirt as view A, except for it's got like a self waistband. I think it has like a, I can't remember, I think it's like a grosgrain ribbon waistband or something like that, one of those kinds of waistbands. And so that will be a little sleeker silhouette underneath t-shirts and stuff, which is a pretty fun way to dress in the summer. A t-shirt, a cotton skirt, and sandals, and you're ready to go. This fabric that I showed you, I got at the Goodwill in Denver, and it was cheap. It was $4 or $5, and what it was a sheet, and they had a bunch of them. They had 5 or 6 of them there. I mean, there was a ton. And I don't normally buy sheets because even the really charming vintage sheets that you can buy a lot of, they're usually 60 poly, 40, or cotton, or maybe 50-50. And I don't really want to wear clothing made out of 50% polyester or 60% polyester. And so I don't buy them very often. But this one, which isn't vintage, you can tell by the style, and I think they were from Target, I think the label was labeled 100% cotton. I could see the tag, it was still on it. And so I have loved this skirt. It has just the tiniest little cotton, like little bulges when you don't iron it, but not wrinkles, just like it's kind of, I don't know how to describe it, but I never iron it. The hem does not flip up. It's just a dream. So anyway, loved this. That was a really great buy, getting this fabric for that much fabric for $4 or $5. Okay, so what are we talking about today? We're talking about Simply Sewing magazine. This magazine is from the UK. I get it a month or 2 late. I meant to check, my renewal notice just came and I can't remember how much it is. I will check that and put it down in the more info box below. It is not outrageously expensive, I don't think, to have it shipped to the United States, $40 or $50. Nothing that, you know, is shocking, I don't think, especially when you consider what you get. Now, I have this many. So that's 3, 6. I have 8 of them, and the latest one looks like this. And this is the one that I'm going to do the flip through so you can see what they look like now. They have made them a little bit bigger. They increased the size of them. So that's kind of cool. They're the same width, but they're taller. And let me show you what you get in almost every single one of them. You will get, so I have, what did I say? I have 8 issues, and I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. I have 15 patterns. So you get a lot of patterns. 2 patterns like this per issue. And inside the issues, you get other patterns, and you get instructions for how to do remakes, which is fun. So this is one of the patterns, the Adele dress. This was on my May makes. I haven't made it yet. I got so worried after my Handmade Summer Dress Challenge dress with those kimono sleeves that were such a disaster, and I had the gigantic flaps of fabric right here, armpit flaps. You can see that video. I think it was the one right before this one. That dress is a mess. And I got so many lovely, lovely recommendations, ideas, tips about what to do to fix that dress. And I'm going to kind of start with the with the easiest ones and then go from there. But if you've ever had trouble with kimono sleeves, you might want to go watch, well, you don't need to watch my video because I don't say anything helpful in it in terms of dealing with kimono sleeves, but you could certainly read the comments below, and a lot of women weighed in on how to handle that. Here's another dress, the Alice dress. This one's a knit. The bee blouse, I think that is adorable. I love the collar. I would lengthen that about 5 inches. I wish I still had a nice flat belly. I used to wear half shirts all the time in my 20s. They were in style back then, even maybe a little bit shorter than this one. I'm looking in the reflection of my phone, by the way. I can see the pattern. I can even read it backwards, the bee blouse. So there's that one. The ones that look like this are Simply Sewing Magazine's own patterns. And then they've had several of these cotton and chalk ones. This is the drape cardigan. I'm totally making both of those versions this winter. Don't need it now. I've kind of gone on I've always been a cardigan buyer. I probably have 25 cardigans. Maybe not 25. A lot. I have a lot of cardigans. I want one in every single color, and they need to be different lengths, and they need to be kind of different styles depending on whether you're looking prim and proper or whether you have something more flowy on, whatever. This one's the drape top. This looks super easy. The Emma Pinafore. This is a great year-round dress. I think you could make this in the winter out of velvet, out of flannel, out of wool, out of corduroy. It would be absolutely darling. The Esme dress. This one is a definite nod to the 60s. Pretty cute. And then here's a pattern that I do want to try sometime. I've never made a bag like this. I've made tote bags, but not with any hardware of any kind. I've made the kind of tote bags where you don't even put a separate strap. You make the strap out of the fabric that you're making the tote bag out of. So this looks like a pretty useful bag. The Jade dress, this is another knit, very flattering. That's a great winter dress, the one that's on the illustrated here on the model. That one, this kind of thing is I really like to wear during the winter because you can have your cardigan on, and then if you're, in my case, classroom, gets hot, you can take off your cardigan. You know, if you're working in an office, same thing. And this dress is actually probably dressy enough to wear with a jacket, actually, with that straighter skirt. I have seen a YouTuber talk about this. I cannot remember who. It is a British girl, and I think she has a fabric store, maybe. She's super tiny, and she's made 2 or 3 of these. She loves them. And the jury's still out for me on this one. I'm not sure how flattering it would be on me. I suppose I could make a muslin out of it, out of some cheap fabric. And if nothing else, I mean, if you took the elastic out of it, you could sleep in it. It could be pajamas. Or if the elastic wasn't constricting. So I might try it. This is the Lara set. This is a nice shift dress and top pattern. And I don't know if you can tell, there's no line drawings. Oh, wait. Yeah, the line drawings are right here. But the back of this is much longer. You can't, the back comes down to about here. And the front, obviously, is to here. If I were to make this, which I think I would like to make it, because I just think it would be really fun to play with fabric, I would keep the slit on the side. There's a, you know, I would make the slit, but I would definitely bring that down a little bit longer. Again, I don't really like this area to show. This is my area of concern, girls, and any guys that are watching. This is the Libby dress. I really love this dress. I just love it. This bag I probably will make before I make the gym bag, because this just looks like a fantastic bag. I mean, who wouldn't want that bag? I would. I mean, that would be so useful. And then, check this out. We got the Stella hoodie from Tilly's new book, Stretch. And so I love this hoodie on the cover here. And this looks like a winter. I'm not going to make it right now because it's probably going to be 90 degrees today or more. But this is definitely something that I could use in my wardrobe. Yeah, all day long. Really love that. And then the last one, this could be a great year-round pattern too. I would definitely wear it with a belt unless I was using it as a beach cover-up. We have kayaks. We have 4 kayaks, and as a family, we go kayaking a lot. If all 5 of us are there, usually 2 of us stay on the beach, or we'll go kayaking with someone else, and then, you know, we'll just all, you know, hang out, and some of us will be on the lake or whatever. But I might wear this one on top of my swimsuit for kayaking, because this is kind of fun to get in and out. You can get in and out of a kayak. You can go to, if you needed to, you could go to a restaurant. I would not really go to any place fancy after I've been in the sun all day. But with the belt, that's cute enough to wear to work. And I think this is terrifically versatile, because I think you could make this out of flannel. I think you could make it out of wool, velvet, cotton, linen. You could literally make this out of anything, I think, and have, you know, a perfectly good dress for any season. I do like this, the back here. There's the back, the line drawings. Okay, so that's all the patterns I have to show you. Later on,